Hello, and thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time, consider subscribing to this amazing channel. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. It's always a delight to see you here. So today, my name is Iffy, by the way. So today, I wanted to share with you some of the things, not all, some of the things I learned this year, 2019, that I'll be taking into 2020. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying 2020. Thank God that He has brought us here, and He will take us and He will cross us over into an amazing new year. So these are the things I learned in 2019 that I'll be taking over into 2020. God help me. Time management. Now, as a mom and as a creative person, I find myself being busy most of the time. I write for children. I have a podcast. I have this YouTube channel. I am on other social media platforms. I do this, I do that. There's so many other things I want to do. So I find out that when I'm caught up in doing all these things, sometimes I end up not doing any of these things very well. Sometimes I neglect one angle. For example, my podcast, I've neglected it for some time, but I'm hoping that by January, I'll take it back on. I neglect some things, and even when I think I'm doing them well, I'm not doing them well because I'm not giving each one my 100% attention. So what I've learned this year was to manage my time more effectively. So because I do a lot of things, I tell myself, okay, you know what, pick 2 or 3 things and do them this season. Now, this season could be a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months. So if I say, you know what, I'm going to concentrate or focus on this area this month. Next month, I'll pick up another area and focus on it. I find that I do things better that way. So one thing I'm going to do in 2020 is always look after myself, eat well, exercise well, eat less sugar, drink less fizzy drinks, So just concentrate on my health, because if I have good health, then I have everything. If I have good health, then I'm happier. If I have good health, then everyone around me is happier. Another thing which I've learned in 2019, which I'm going to take over in 2020, and this is so big for me, is finding what gives me joy. If you find what gives you joy and keep it, my God, your life will no longer be the same. I found out that what gives me joy doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be so massive. It could just be as little as reading a very good book, watching a very interesting movie, smiling, hanging out with friends, hanging out with family. Just something small. But the most important thing is do it and keep at it. I remembered when I said, before I started my podcast, my daughter asked me, Mommy, what gives me joy? I had to think about it. I couldn't think of what gives me joy. And I stayed thinking, how come I can't answer what gives me joy? There's so many people like me that you really need to really think deep down within to find out what gives you joy. Okay, you listening, what gives you joy? Can you answer that immediately? If you can't answer that, then you have to go back and talk to yourself and research and find out what gives you joy. If you find out what gives you joy, keep it. Another thing I said that I've learned or that I'm practicing this year that I'm hoping to take into 2019 is to create special memories. And I'm not talking about birthdays, you wish happy birthdays, everybody celebrates, we eat and everything. Create time with them. There are so many places you can go with your family, so many places you can go with your children that are not expensive. In fact, a lot of places are free. Funny enough, my children rarely remember expensive times, but they remember simple things like, oh, Mommy, I remember that day we all baked that cake and the cake was so hard, or the cake got burnt, and everyone will laugh. Yes, the cake got burnt, but they remember spending time with Mommy. Another thing I've learned in 2019, which I'm definitely taking into 2020, is slow down. I call it slow down. Life is moving at a very fast rate. Look at now, it's another Christmas. You blink, it's Easter. You blink again, it's summer. You blink again, we are now talking about another Christmas. The children are growing fast. I remember when at different stages, okay, I can't wait for this baby to stop wearing nappies. I can't wait for him to just be walking up and down like other children. Then when the baby is growing, it's like, and in nursery, you say, oh, I can't wait for this baby to be in primary school so that the baby will be wearing uniform or walking or eating or doing everything independently. Now when the baby is in primary school, oh, I can't wait for this child to now be in secondary school so that the child will be taking care of themselves, coming back home themselves, no more school run, no more this, no more that. And this is what we'll be saying, I can't wait for this to happen, I can't wait for this to happen. After some time, there's this thing in you that you know you want your child to really achieve what the child needs to achieve, but still there's something in you as a parent, as a mom even, you don't want to let go of that childhood part of a child. So I'm learning to appreciate what I have now. I'm learning to embrace the moments I have with my children while they are children. Because when they are adults, I will not be treating them the same way I'm treating them. Basically, these are just things, some of the things I've learned in 2019, or I'm learning in 2019, that I'm hoping by the grace of God to carry on into 2020 and possibly beyond. What have you learned in 2019? Or what are you learning this year that you're hoping to take into 2020? Let me know. Write it in the comments below and let us chat. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video once again. I'll see you next time. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Consider subscribing so that you can be part of this amazing family. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.